Okay, well, we moved to Cato in 1936, July 1st. In that first week, there was 4 or 5 days was 100 degrees. You know, they don't report that in the paper, but one day it was in last year, one day, hottest day in Wisconsin, 102. And that was one of them days. Because where we were was warmer than Green Bay would, see. So the temperature is different. That's like between here and Manitowoc. We moved in on the 1st of July. That's when tavern license changed. So that's when we started there. So it was just that we moved in there that week. It was terrible. You had no fans, you had no air conditioning. You sat under a tree and hoped there would be a breeze. Oh, we always had dogs. My dad was a big hunter, a rabbit hunter, and partridge and that. We didn't have pheasants then yet in the area, but we always had dogs. And of course on the farm you had to have cats to keep the mice out. Because I remember the meat shortage was when we had the tavern in Cato, my dad bought a little barn, so we had a garage and stuff. Well, then he found out we raised rabbits because that meat wasn't rationed. So we raised rabbits and we butcher them, and I think usually on a Thursday he'd go to the AP store in Manitowoc and the people was waiting for him to get meat. But that was another thing, that we had rats. They talked about rats here now. We had rats because there was the barn here, cheese factory here, and a feed mill here. So they had good drinking, good eating, and some more good eating. So we'd go in there, we had a little rat terrier, and my brother Bob or Joe, either one, whoever was there, had a little rifle we had BB shots in. So we'd go in there, we'd get a couple every time we went in there. The dog would probably get one, and we'd get one time they'd all run out. We had a big old beagle hound, about that high, and my dad made a harness for him and put him on a wagon. We had a wooden poster wagon, put him on there. Well, that was fun. The other ones would walk and he'd pull us down the road. And all at once he seen a rabbit one day, and away we went, up and down through the ditch, and we went off the wagon. I must have been about 5. There's a picture of that dog in there. Crazy Hound. That's what he was called, Crazy Hound. Another story I don't think I told. We were close to the railroad tracks, only about a block away, and the depot was a little further, but you know, they used to have what they call the hobos that time. They'd ride the rails, and they'd have their little hobo junkles. Usually there was only 1 or 2 come through, and or they had the place marked, because my dad would say, well, they must be hungry, they'd come and knock. Well, get something ready. You know, they do not time you ate, so we always usually had enough. So, okay, you got a plate ready, but they didn't let them in the building. They had to sit on this porch step to eat it. Sometimes if there was somebody around there with a chicken or so, would be missing once in a while. They'd get their stuff to eat. They'd have a little campfire. Well, they just made it on their own. They wasn't afraid to go big in that. And people were generous them days, you know. Thomas, T-H-O-S, Thomas R. Larson. He was the guy that started me on the right track. I was 16, I've been 43. Fall of 43. I started there as a sweeper and car washer, then I went to lube man, and then he got me into doing brakes and different stuff and engine work, and he thought I was doing pretty good, and tune-ups. Just on job. The mechanics had, you know, helped them, and it just kept increasing what we did. And then I think it was 44 or 45 in spring. They took us to Sheboygan. We took a mechanical test, certified mechanic test, and we passed that. I remember going down there. It's the first time I ever been to an eating place of any kind. I think it was at a hotel. Anyhow, they served us a meal. And here they come with the plate, red meat almost on there, and the juice, and we never ate that. We always had everything well done. So, well, we ate it. It wasn't too bad, but then I got my certified mechanic card. I remember one time a guy come in and his brother Walter was the salesman, and this guy knew me from the tavern. And Walter said, if you want a good job, get him, he said. He said, he'll fix it right. So I always appreciated that. When I came out of service, I was going back to Larson's to work. And I got back there and I said, come on, Art. He said, we got to go out to the farm. I said, oh, hell, here we go. We got to work on the farm making hay or something again. I thought, September, that's kind of late. So, well, never know what he had out there, you know. So I went out there and went upstairs in the hay mow. He said, come here, Art. He said, look at here. I got you. Brand new Chevy. 47 Chevy 4-door. After the war, you couldn't get a car, you had to get on the list. So I know how he got me on the list, but he got me one. The car cost $1,445 when as it stood. The time you got all the accessories on it, was $1,850. Because that time, your cars came bare. No heater, nothing in them, nothing. As the garage, we put that all in. Sometimes we took a deal, put all the accessories in. Raised it about $300.